Yo, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here with our second season. This is the debut of Dwight Howard and Pau Gasol. This is the first game as members of my hometown team, Milwaukee Bucks. We'll see if we can come out here and get this win. I don't understand why our first game is a road game. We're the defending champions. We should be playing at home. Our first game should be at home. I don't know why we're playing against Charlotte in an away game. But anyways, though, I wanted to dunk that, but okay. Exit release, that's cool. So yeah, man, anyways, though, we were taking on the Charlotte Hornets. I did not want to talk about the Charlotte Hornets. I want to get this out as soon as possible. I want to talk about the 8th seeds. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about these 8th seeds again, man. I did that on I think I did that on a Friday or Thursday. I think I did it on a Thursday. Well, today is Tuesday. It's 2 o'clock in the morning right now. So yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm looking at everybody else, man, and it seems like Indiana, Brooklyn, New Orleans, Oklahoma City. That's all that's left, man. That's all that's left. I don't think Miami's not gonna make it. I'm sorry to all the Heat fans. They really let me down this year, because in the beginning of the season I still thought that Miami was gonna still be a 2 seed at best, but no. They disappointed me. They're not even going to make the playoffs this year. How you go from NBA Finals, how you go from 4 straight NBA Finals appearances to being the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference? That is mind-boggling to me. But anyways, though. I don't want to talk about Miami Heat. They're officially done. They're not done yet. They still have a chance, but looking at their record and looking at the two teams and looking at Brooklyn and Indiana's record, I don't see it happen. I said it in my last video when I talked about the AFCs. I said I think Indiana's gonna make it. I don't trust Brooklyn. Brooklyn lost to my Bucks, and I think they lost to. Who they lost to? I think it was. Who did they lose to tonight? They lost to Chicago. Okay, they got blown out by Chicago. So yeah. Then you have Oklahoma and the Pelicans, who I don't know what's going on. It's like if one team loses, the other team gonna lose. If one team wins, the other team gonna win. I don't know what's going on here. This is crazy. It's weird, but it's pretty entertaining from a fan's perspective. It's pretty entertaining, man. You got OKC taking care of business tonight against the Portland Trail Blazers. You got New Orleans just taking care of business against the Timberwolves like they should be. This right here with OKC and New Orleans, this is just so interesting right now. Like, I'm really invested into those two teams right now. I'm really looking at who's going to come out on top, because like I said, one team loses, the other team loses. One team wins, the other team wins. It's crazy. But the Pelicans, those Pelicans, boy, I'll tell you, they do not. Luck is not looking good for them right now, because they have to face the hottest team in the NBA right now. And the hottest team in the NBA right now is the San Antonio Spurs. Yes, that's right, the defending champions. They have to take them on, and oh man. And then the sad part is Oklahoma City gets to take on Minnesota. So imagine how that feels. You taking on probably the most. Oklahoma City is taking on basically the most garbage team in the Western Conference, and New Orleans has to take on the most hottest team in the Western Conference. This is so messed up right now. It's so out of context. I don't know what to say, man. New Orleans, they got their work cut out for them, man. They took on one of the worst teams in the Western Conference tonight, and they came out and they did what they were supposed to do, win. But Oklahoma City had the same mindset, and sadly, that's pretty much, you know, I don't know what to say, man. It's intriguing, but this is going to be a battle and a half. You're going to have to rely. Both teams are relying on their opponents to help them lose. Now, I don't know what happens here, because as I'm looking at it, both their games start at the same time. So, I mean, but Oklahoma City's game is before the San Antonio game. Even though they start at the same time, it's before it. So I guess how it's going to go is, if Oklahoma City loses, New Orleans is in. But if they win and San Antonio does what they should do against the New Orleans Pelicans, and that's win, man, that's gonna be hard. But I don't think Pop's gonna really play everybody. I think Pop's gonna let everybody rest. He's gonna have the secondary start. I don't think he's gonna have everybody play. I think they're good where they're at. They're the second seed in the Western Conference. They're the hottest team in the NBA right now. Yes, that's right. They are the hottest team in the NBA right now. They are on fire. They have won, I believe, 12 games now. No, 11 games. The second hottest team in the NBA right now is the Clippers, and they're the third seed. And I still don't. Can somebody please explain to me why Portland is the fourth seed? Because their record shows that they should be the sixth seed right now, but Portland, for some odd reason, is the fourth seed. I have no idea why they're the fourth seed. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's because they clinched their division or something like that. I don't know what it is. Somebody has to explain this to me. Is it because they clinched their division? Do they get the fourth seed automatically, or is it? I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, though, man, San Antonio is the hottest team right now. But there's one thing of hope that the New Orleans Pelicans have, and that's this: they have a 2-1 advantage in the season series over the San Antonio Spurs. That's their one hope right now. Their one hope right now is literally the fact that they have a 2-1 advantage over them in the season series. That means that they have beaten the Spurs twice. I remember one time Anthony Davis got a game winner. Second time they won by 7 points, and then the last time they played each other, San Antonio beat them by 2 points, and that was on the last game of 2014, by the way. the last day of 2014, the San Antonio Spurs beat them, and now it comes to the end of the season. Now it comes down to this: who will prevail? New Orleans got 2 games, got the first 2 games. San Antonio took the last game they played. Now it comes down to this. Now, like I said, they have a 2-1 lead over the Spurs in the season series, but Oklahoma City is looking to sweep the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves this whole season has not been able to beat OKC. OKC has pretty much dominated them every time they played each other. So we may be looking at the same thing here, you know, unless Minnesota just wants to like go balls to the wall and just go crazy. And yeah. And then I think with Brooklyn and Indiana, Brooklyn actually has it's the same thing with it's the same thing just like New Orleans and OKC. One team has a good team. One team has probably the worst team in their conference, and then the other team has possibly a strong team. But Indiana has Memphis. But I think, well, today is Tuesday, so I think today on Tuesday they take on the Wizards. So if they can get at least a win against the Wizards and a loss, and if they can get the advantage on the Wizards and Brooklyn takes a L to the Magic, which I don't think is going to happen because they have a 2-0 series. They have a 2-0 lead in the season series. Yeah. In other words, it's not looking so bright for the teams that I want to get in. So basically, the teams that I want to get in, I want the Pelicans to get in, and I want Indiana to get in. So, I mean, the teams that I want to get in, I doubt they're going to get in. You know, because, well, against Washington, I can see them beating Washington. But Memphis, I don't know. I really don't know about Memphis. Memphis, actually, they only played 1 game against Memphis this whole season. So, and Memphis won that game, too, by 8 points. So, let's see what Indiana can do without, you know, with all of the stuff that's been going on with them, with Paul George coming back, you know, Chris Copeland, you know, his situation, you know, if y'all know what happened with him, y'all know what happened with Chris Copeland. So hopefully that motivates them enough to get the W, but I don't know, man. Unless Memphis is resting, because I don't know. I think Memphis is resting because they took a L tonight to the Golden State Warriors, so I think they are resting. Considering the fact that Marc Gasol is he rolled his ankle. I forgot what day he rolled it on, but he rolled his ankle. I don't know if they're sitting him out for the rest of the season until the playoffs start or whatever. But okay, so yeah, it's a battle, man, for both conferences, man. But I'm really intrigued by the OKC and New Orleans one because, you know, I really want to see New Orleans making it because I really want to see what Anthony Davis can do in the big stage. So we'll just have to see what happens, man, and that's pretty much about it. Let's see, we blow out the Hornets. I don't know why they made us play an away game when we're the defending champions, but okay, 2K, we'll play a little game. So yeah, man, that's pretty much about it, and I had to see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out.
We were firing all cylinders tonight, baby.
Yeah, man, nothing like getting mine when a team gets theirs.
Food tastes a little better.
Hey, them checks gonna look a little bigger.
Now we celebrating or what?
If you don't mind chilling with a young fella like me,
Let's do it.